Hi there, everyone. Welcome to 20 Minutes with Pre-Dynastic Egypt, or Egypt Pre-Dynastic, depending on how you want to read this title.
Well, I know a little bit about history, and I do know that it took longer than 20 minutes for Egypt to develop its dynasties. Josh, so
yeah, you know that's true. This is a game series where we call it 20 minutes with, and then never actually spend 20 minutes on a video game because it's a play on the. It's the title where it's a play on 20-sided because 20 minutes, 20-sided. You get okay, whatever. These are more often 45 minutes long. Let's fucking do this shit. So this is a video game by I don't know who this is by. Who's this by?
Clarus Victoria, apparently.
Clarus Victoria, apparently.
Right, and the pitch of this game on Steam essentially is, what if we made a game that's about Egypt and was scrupulously historical to the point
crashed.
where... Oh boy, that's a great sign. Have we ever had a game crash during the credits before?
I don't think so. That's weird, because I've not had this game crash on me before.
The design was Mikhail Vasilyev. The programming was Igor Piskunov. This is all you need to know.
Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, so we fixed it by stopping the recording that kicked us back to the main menu, so that's cool.
So as I was saying, as far as I could tell, the premise of this game is, let's make a video game about ancient Egypt that is so historically scrupulously accurate that at some point, some element of fun has to be sacrificed, but you know what you're getting into and you know what you want out of it, so...
There's also a weird thing with the name of this game where I bought it as Pre-Civilization Egypt, and that was the name of it, and they've changed it now to Pre-Dynastic Egypt. And they've dumped... There was another game in this series, Pre-Civilization, like, Marble Age, which was set in, like, Greece, and was probably a phone game at some point, because that's what it looks like.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
and both names
get across perfectly.
Yeah.
Both names get across perfectly, like, what this game is. The game is Pre-Dynastic Egypt. There's no drama, there's no, like, spin or, like, kind of story context we're putting it into. It's Egypt before the dynasties. Enjoy.
So, you've got your sort of, set the game up, what's your history prompt here? We can choose several different things, and these give us different,
So is this
basically change the way
remotely realistic?
Difficulty. This is, like, what do you, like, it's based on historical stuff, as far as I can tell. My Egyptian history is not super strong, so...
I've attempted to do some research into, like, sort of the source for, like, this Egyptian civilization, like, where the people came from, and I don't believe it's completely known, so, I don't know.
The leading theory is that the Egyptians probably were Saharan African, like North African people who lived in the Sahara before it became a desert, and as it slowly desertified, they retreated to areas where there were still fertile land, and one of them was the Nile River Valley. So let's go with, why don't we do the historical stuff here? This game is not that hard, but also...
Okay.
If you don't have bonuses initially, it can actually get really hard. So, our ancestors were sages who lived in harmony with nature, and for us to live otherwise than they did is taboo.
It denotes the historical choice. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, wait, these are all historical.
How do we get here?
So there's recommended, and then there's historical, I see.
Yeah, recommended for beginners gives you, like, the best bonuses, and these change your final score. We got here by wandering.
That seems plausible.
So what was the historical choice for that?
Those were both historical.
That is the historical choice. The recommended one is that we resettled. The environment is Elephant Trail. These lands are not so fertile, but there are elephants here, so our hunters will find game. Actually 100% certain if that's the case, but what spirits live here? Neutral spirits. Local spirits are neither good nor evil, and only want to keep
so
balance.
this is just difficulty. This is just straight up difficulty.
Enter your name. We got a name for our pharaoh.
Redhoot. Kuftbert.
Dirk Redhoot.
Oh no, Kuftbert with like K-H-U-F-T.
Alright, so once again, not enough characters, but sure.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait. Can we do like apostrophe B? Kuftber? Apostrophe BR.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't know if that actually subscribes to ancient Egyptian phonotactic structure, but then does
not.
anybody?
Also, most of the
It's kind of
names that we
Klingon-y.
know of as ancient Egyptian are actually the Greek translations of those names, so...
History's mysteries.
So, this game is turn-based, it gives you missions, and basically the whole function of how this game all works is you have worker units here, put them on tiles, the tiles give you
oh, that's historically accurate.
this amount every turn. Yep. So we need to
So is
increase
he
the
like
tribe to...
bow and arrowing the shit out of some grain? Is that what's happening?
He is foraging for food here, basically. We hit next turn.
I feel like that animation doesn't reflect that work.
And you can move these guys around every turn. Send a scout, and they can scout now, but we're not gonna get the food from this tile anymore.
Yeah, this is very Civilization, but the interface says very
added
early
achievements.
Civilization title.
Yeah.
Pre-Dynastic
So
civilization,
this has more
perhaps?
food on it.
God damn it!
Control shit. And you've got these sort of like overall general missions detailing the sort of story of the thing.
Do we have additional workers?
And those will change.
Or do we just have that one sort
No,
of
okay,
worker
so
pool right
workers
now?
cost food.
I see.
And they also have upkeep. So like when we had this guy over here, this worker takes one food and he's currently producing one food. So we just sit with this worker here forever and that would be the end of the game. But now we've got a place with two food. We can put the worker there.
He doesn't
and
represent a
will eat
worker,
one
he
food and
represents,
get
like,
one more.
Like a
workforce.
class of worker. Yeah.
Yeah, a you know, the working population of the civilization that is currently hunter and gatherer based here of our tribe.
So do we slowly learn
Hit
about
next turn
building
here.
cities?
Yeah. There's like a
Neat.
tech tree. There are several different tech trees actually. You'll notice that every turn, we're in Hierakonpolis, or Hierakonpolis, which is weird that they picked the Greek name for this city. This was one of the earliest cities in ancient Egypt. It was sort of one of the leader of, like the early leader of Egyptian cities. It was later supplanted by, I believe, Memphis, although it might have been Thebes. I'm not 100% certain.
Man, Dolly World, though.
It was. It was called.
Do you say
Nekhen,
Dollywood?
Dollywood, that's what I meant to say.
and they picked the Greek name of it. It fits. The Hierakonpolis was, or Hierakonpolis. I don't know. Was
Chris, have you been to
one of the
Dollywood?
early?
No, is it not in Memphis?
What is Dollywood? What the fuck? I'm over here talking about
Dollywood,
ancient history.
is a theme park based on the country singer Dolly Parton, which includes, among other things, a demonstration of historical glass blowing, a cabin built to look like the one she was built in. She was born in.
What the fuck even?
The one she was constructed in. And several really appalling rides, plus a couple of good ones.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's the Dolly Parton theme park. I've been there. I believe it's in Gatlinburg.
we have enough food to create a new worker now, and we can scout with them. Which way do we want to scout?
It
That's
says
a good
Pigeon
question.
Forge.
Go
Any
across
of
the
these.
river.
All right.
I want to pick a fight.
Anyway,
with the
what I
guys
was
across
saying
the river.
was, Hierakonpolis is Greek for like City of the Hawk, which fits because this was one of the early cities of the cult of Horus, the hawk god for Egypt. So I guess that's maybe why they picked it. Also, Hierakonpolis is way more well known as the name of this city than Nekhen, which I had to look up.
If there's actually one thing that I've sort of discovered reading more into, like, sort of religious traditions in the ancient world, that I'm really upset didn't actually get any play during my, like, normal historical education. It's how many religions are not just like this weird monolith package, like, yeah, you get these 9 gods and that's our pantheon, and how many of them are like, we have 6 gods, and then there's this cult who worships this creepy Cthulhu thing, and then we turned him into the god of boners, because that was basically all we could do.
We've been approached by a pack of jackals. They are too cowardly to attack us at first, but they will try to steal our food.
Oh, fuck
First
those
glance,
jackals.
they seem strong. They are behaving fearlessly.
Get some.
Do we frighten them, attack them, or flee?
Get some.
Alright. The jackals made it to our stocks, but since we did not have food there, they were disappointed and left with nothing.
I feel
We're
like
too
that's
poor for
significantly
you
less
fuckers.
oorah than I was hoping for.
That's not super great.
Kinda disappointing.
Let's stick this guy here, get some work. We got 2 new resources that opened up a couple turns ago. Production, which is how we build stuff, and culture, which is needed for the culture tree, which we can't actually access right now. Next turn.
So this is interesting because it looks way less unit focused and way more. I don't want to say roleplay,
it's resource
but
management.
yeah.
Like, you're not ordering military units to go to places or anything like that. Okay, so we've got our culture tree here, our discoveries. You can pick from different discoveries, and basically these will like add bonuses to what you get through the game. And you will need to unlock most of this stuff to beat the game eventually. So, what do we want right now?
What are the win conditions of this game?
Well, basically you have to form a unified Egypt.
Does that involve conquering the other Egyptians, or?
To an extent, yes. You do fight with certain other early cities and tribes and that kind of thing. So we can get more food every turn, way more culture every turn, or reduce the duration of scouting missions by 1 turn. I think we should either get... Well, all these sound good, but probably scouting mission time reduction would be good. Although maybe
I'm gonna
just
be the
laying
voice
on
of
the
mumbles
food
and
really
say
early.
doggos. We need doggos.
All right.
Doggos forever. That is our priority.
I like doggos.
All right,
Okay,
we are officially the doggo
will-
tribe.
We will have enough food in 2 turns to make another worker. So let's push forward there.
Population
Victory
12
conditions.
people. That's actually pretty
Oh, here we go.
dire.
The main game goal: create an Egyptian state in 220 turns. We gotta create the Hierakonpolis chiefdom, conquer the Ombos, the city of the god of Seth. City of the god Seth, if I can read fucking correctly. Unite 15 main river tribes of Egypt, discover a single pantheon, build a new capital, city of Memphis, and celebrate the unification of Egypt.
Okay.
How much
alright,
would it
let's-
suck to like lose because you didn't celebrate the claiming of your victory?
You're just so tired, you just went straight to bed. And then you got the next morning, and then you're really busy, just like, I don't know, fighting crocodiles and shooing them away from your new veranda. And then the day after that, you had the flu.
So, we completed one of these missions. We got the tribe up to 3 workers, so now we get extra food. Now our mission is the Neolithic or New Stone Age Revolution. We're learning to do agriculture. This is an interesting point. Agriculture started around like 10,000 to 12,000 BC, but not here. Actually, Egypt was pretty late on the game when it came to agriculture. Probably because the Nile Valley wasn't all that well settled until the Sahara dried up. So wait,
actually,
what was we need to
move to a
discover
more
experimental
relevant
farming.
question. Our tribe has 12 people. Are we anticipating immigrants at some point? Are we going to merge with another
They're
tribe
actually 18
soon?
now.
Oh, how 18? Okay, so we had 4 kids in the interim.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that's an abstraction.
Yeah, it's like
You'll get up to
civilization
this,
population.
Yeah. Oh. So we're gonna scout out that area.
I can appreciate that, but I think it just says 18 people. Like, that's very misleading.
Oh, there's nothing even on this spot. That was
Wow,
pointless.
you got the best spawn ever. So, is the map itself procedurally generated, or is it just what's there?
No, this game does not have any procedural generation at all. The map is what's here. You'll eventually access a bigger map that's like all of the Egypt Nile Valley area.
So even the stuff that's there isn't procedural?
Yeah. So I actually know where everything. Well, I don't know where everything is because I played this game like 2 months ago, but I know where stuff is. So now our hunting, gathering, farming, and cattle breeding will give +1 food for the next 4 turns because there's nice rain. So these areas that didn't have anything on them now are getting food. We need a lot more fucking food for our... Let's do this. Experimental breeding.
So
and get +1 food every turn.
Sorry I keep pelting you with questions, but like, is there anything that reflects the ebb and flow of the Nile? Because I know that was a big part of Egyptian culture, was how the Nile would shrink and grow.
Because this game is not procedurally generated, there will be events that pop up. Eventually the Sahara will properly start to dry up in areas that are closer to the Nile. This is not the Nile here. This is a tributary.
This is clearly, like, not our priority. It seems like we're not actually working with inundation at all, which would make sense, again. We seem to be in a relatively fertile region.
Right. The Nile is like up this way, and eventually like these areas will be better than these areas. But right now, that's not the case. And the game will like progress towards the sort of starting position of the Egyptian civilization. So there's
actually really interesting.
A tribe that might attack us soon. Let's grab this too.
Like, I've never played a strategy game that was sort of civilization-y, but very linear and scripted and designed to push you in one physical direction towards sort of a historical accuracy.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Right, let's really pick up on the food production here. So
Wait, can we
get another
rename our
worker.
town?
No.
Oh.
Scouts reported that our neighbors, the Dumb Palm tribe, considers us weak and gathers warriors to raid our settlement. But they can still change their mind, become friends with them, or increase the tribe to 5 workers. So this is interesting. There's actually like tribes on this map here, but we haven't run into any of them yet. I think the Dumb Palm is like over here somewhere. And if we had met them, we would be able to like send maybe a diplomatic party with gifts or something and calm them down. But right now it's all like, hey, you should probably... Like, we don't know where they are, and we've got 9 turns to basically build up to 5 workers. Currently have 3. We're making 4 per turn, and the next one is at 18, so...
I think whether or not we can be bros with a Dumb
significantly
Palm
less per turn.
tribe depends on one crucial detail. Actually, 2 details. Can you make palm wine with the sap of the Dumb Palm, and do they already know how?
Probably not. I mean, you could probably make palm wine, maybe. I don't know, but like... let's see here. We could go straight to getting farms, or we could go grab cattle, which gives us more food. Let's get this, because We need more food right now to get our workers up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, we have 18 fucking people, so let's not declare war.
Alright, fourth worker here.
It's not really a war. It's more of a West Side Story, like, musical fight.
Well, tribal warfare actually is very interesting, and in situations like this, it's actually not a given that battles would be to the death, or at least not more than the death of, like, 1 or 2 people. Whereupon things are just like, okay, let's break it off. But, you know, on the other hand...
Let's build a farm.
What are you guys really fighting over in this circumstance?
All of that still sounds like West Side Story. I'm just saying.
I mean that is simultaneously a much more fatuous and much more accurate anthropological observation than I think you're really prepared for.
Oh, interesting. So we can choose whether or not we want to begin to honor a new fish god.
Oh, fucking
That'll
yes!
reduce our food by 3% every turn, but increase our
yeah,
culture
but the
growth by
gold.
10% every turn.
The gold, Josh.
What?
That's the important part.
What gold?
Wait.
The gold we'll get from the fish god for sacrificing people in the reef. Okay, look, that's gonna come
Okay.
later on, but trust me.
Alright, I believe you, Rutskarn.
I don't...
There's one sort of good side, bad side, which is we do have to fuck some fish people, but on the other hand,
God.
I just don't think that the fish god is maybe the best new option for us as a society.
you just hate change. You just hate changing into a fish person.
No, but like, we're throwing 3% of our grain into the water for the fish people, but the fish people clearly don't eat it. We're just wasting that food.
The fish people work in mysterious ways, Franklin.
Cult of the Falcon, now that sounds like something I could join.
That's Horus. That's what we've been worshipping the whole time. Fuck.
How do you think they've got
Oh my
gold
God,
in the
Josh.
sky, Chris? Like, how much gold do you think is in the clouds? Jeez.
Well, I sure as hell wouldn't follow fish people into the sky, but you know who I would follow? The Falcon. Got you.
I think I'm gonna have to declare
We were
war on
attacked
the
by
Franklin
warriors from the
tribe.
Dumb Palm settlement, and they want to raid our settlement. What do? In case of defeat, we lose 8 food and 9 work. And lose minus 40%
flee, like
food
resettle
every...
somewhere else? Hang on. What is fleeing?
The enemy achieves the objective. I don't know. Or we fight. Probability of success 58%, and we potentially lose 2 dudes. In the case of our
Honestly,
success,
it
the enemies
seems like
will leave with
fleeing
nothing.
is an idea. I mean,
Probably.
I just flee.
All right. What does that do?
Yeah, it's better than losing
All
your
right.
people.
Yeah.
So that dug into our grain stores, is that it?
Yeah. Basically.
That's fine. We're not really at the part where, like, having grain storage is really necessary for our tribe.
We don't really have any work right now. Well, let's continue exploring here.
Yeah, what are we gonna do about those dumb palmers?
Well, eventually, if we discover where they came from... God!
It is a little dumb, Palm, that we can't just, like, follow one of them. But...
So does the game just not have any sound?
no, it
Oh,
has
it
sound.
does.
Are you not... do you not have the
you
volume
have-
on?
I'm not hearing
Thing
anything from the
muted?
stream. But no, it's not muted. I'll see what's
Check
up
your
on my
volume
end.
mixer?
Let's get early
Yeah, no,
rituals.
it has kind of an ambling, like, meandering kind of string pluck thing going.
Yeah.
And I'd actually be very interested in knowing what, if anything, prompted them to make that choice.
So this is
Heavenly Cow Nut?
yeah.
Wait, what?
Heavenly
Wow.
Cow Nut.
Yep.
Okay.
No, that's
is
the
our
name of the
resource.
cow.
God.
It might be pronounced Newt. Like,
Yeah.
that's the name of the cow, I assume. We're not praying to the
Right,
heavenly
that's the
cow's
name
nuts.
of the cow's I'm aware that the Heavenly
We
Cow's
might
nut
be
has a
praying to
name,
the heavenly
Chris.
cow's nuts.
No,
I mean,
I'm
it's
aware
a
that is-
fertility god, apparently.
I want to pray to the bird that
Um,
has the crown.
Oh, he's the fertility god, and not like the three boner dudes to the left of him?
Those are their forefathers.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about crown
and
bird?
how?
Hunting and fishing +2 for 2 turns. I think
that's
the
Horus.
nuts
He's cool,
are the
but,
best
like-
pick here.
What about the crown bird?
This is like a resource. We can just like pick this
Okay.
every so often to
Yeah, it doesn't
spend
seem to
this
cost
resource
anything.
authority here. It doesn't cost anything initially, so let's honor the nuts. The goddess nut.
The cult's
I'm just
always
gonna keep
free in the
pronouncing it
beginning.
that. This is the sky over our heads, and she preserves us from the chaos of space.
Yep.
So she's like protecting us from Lovecraftian gods and that sort of thing.
I guess, basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Holy Cow
Let's
is
go
trying to
all
take
in
us
on
away from the
this.
fish god, but
Actually, let's-
frankly, my money's on fish god. He's not just gonna leave. He's got his talons out. He's digging in.
Oh, god damn it, Rutskern.
There's also these little like trivia things here. Give little backgrounds of what's happening in general in the Nile at this point. So the Badari culture is cropping up north of us. Should be Lower Egypt. Oh hey, we
So-
can get another dude.
The fact that it's all linear and sort of non procedural really cuts down on its replayability, I think. But
Yeah,
the fact
there's
that
very
it's-
little replay value here. It's
But-
only
but-
$9 though.
Well, I was going to say, the fact that it doesn't really makes it like, this is kind of like the best interactive museum piece I've ever seen. Like, it seems like it's
Yeah.
really engaging from like a mechanical perspective, but you're actually learning stuff, unlike Civilization, where you feel like you're learning stuff, but you're kind of only loosely learning vague ideas rather than actually learning things.
Which is all kind of wrapped up in this sort of nation-state idea of civilization.
Whereas, I mean, this
Okay,
is pre-civilization civilization. I mean, we don't technically meet all of the requirements of a civilization according to a lot of basically bogus definitions of civilization, so...
We don't have cities, we just have farms.
So, we've got a mission here to build a shrine to the Falcon God.
Yeah, Falcon God.
We're gonna lose, I think, here. Let's create a new worker here.
Wow, that's fast. I feel
Yeah,
like we haven't had
we don't
an
even have-
opportunity to do anything wrong.
Wait,
So we need
lose
to
like
build
lose the game,
this.
or lose the
No,
this
we're not
competition?
we're not gonna finish that. I don't think.
So it's like beating somebody to a Wonder in Civ.
Sort of, yeah. It gives you more score at the end of the game. We haven't even got the workup to like do this. Horus the
All right,
Hunter has
let's just
changed to
find
Horus
these
the
dumb
Ruler.
Palmers and beat the shit out of them.
Okay.
Horus
Accelerate
rocks.
the building by 2. So that'll just give us like this for free, which is probably a good thing. So let's pop that, and now I've got a farm there. Still really suffering on the work side. We've only uncovered one thing with a hammer on it.
Can we get more scouts?
This
or-
is-
We need to start scouting.
6 work per turn and 15 turns, so yeah, we need to find some fucking...
Let's
believe there's
get
work
everybody
here.
out there.
And let's just build this. And I can't really do anything with it, but
Where are you building it?
it'll just, like, if you notice, I've been, like, selecting buildings here, and they've just been popping up in areas of the map where they actually end up. Like, I'm not choosing to put them anywhere.
So you're just saying build the thing.
Is that
Okay.
is that middle dude
Yeah.
really contributing at this point?
Oh, hey, we're getting more food from the greening of the Sahara. What, this guy here?
Yeah, that guy.
That is our only source of hammers of production. Like, currently nobody's actually working on the Shrine of the Falcon, but we don't have enough production to really, like, do anything with it right now.
We have a huge
Okay,
food surplus and no specialized labor. It's
guy
actually a
over here.
major problem for society.
I'm going to accelerate
Yep.
this by putting food into it. So now it's
We
down
also
to
don't appear
13
to have any
turns, so we need to
social
do it in
classes.
7.
Which, I mean, okay, there's only 30 people, but still.
Yeah.
I imagine Egypt must have had pretty rigid and pretty extensive social classes.
Well, at this point,
Eventually.
like, we're still basically fucking no one. We're just some random tribe with a couple of, like, settlements with farms on them. This is
Yeah,
also
we're
really
still,
cool.
like,
I love the art style in this game. I think it looks
Yeah, it's
really
nice.
good for what it is.
Kind of puts you in mind of Unrest, but then the animations are really,
Yeah.
like, the 2D animations are really crisp. But yeah, no,
All
like, we
right,
clearly don't
let's
have
honor
enough
Horus.
wealth to have stratification of society.
So is that 22% the odds we're going to go to war with somebody at any turn, or...?
That's, yeah, probability we'll get a war event. I'm not sure if that actually is a real number at this point in the game.
As opposed to a fake number? As opposed to a bluff?
As opposed to something that doesn't really actually have any effect yet. More trivia stuff.
That's cool.
They were the first in Africa to begin observing the sky and stars. Before that, nobody really looked up. They built megalithic constructions that look similar to Stonehenge, but are 1,000 years older. How do I... Can I... Our neighbor's sanctuary is almost completed. Can I put food in? Okay, here we go. 10 food, 10 production, 5 turns.
Alright. Second stage of the erection of the idol. Yep, those fish babies are coming up.
I don't think we're gonna make it. We didn't do it!
Well, that'll be a
Oh,
good
we
place
suck.
to call it then.
We failed!
That's not true.
Horus
We don't have
is
to recognize
mad.
shit. We just have to say that they're wrong about the Falcon, and that they basically just worship some bullshit, and then we attack them.
Low morale.
Falcon for life.
Low morale. Oh, boo-hoo. I
All
want the
those
Falcon
resources we
next
poured
to my
into it.
farm. I want to visit the Falcon anytime I liked. It'd fit right into my morning commute. Get
I'm
over
gonna
it.
leave and go hang out with the Falcon people.
What, the dumb Palmers? Those guys suck. They got a Falcon. I don't know. Do we have a Falcon? I don't see a Falcon. I gotta throw all my shit in the river.
Damn it, Rutskarn. Stop making me laugh. That's not funny.
Would have been swell if we'd had that before. Alright, well, that was a taste of pre-dynastic Egypt.
Wow, that was a roller coaster.
How do
Turns out
wars
We're
work?
not very good at being Egyptians. How do what?
How do wars work?
Well, basically, it's up to the
it's like
Falcon.
a prompt that comes up similar to what we saw before, but like there's a force balance and stuff like that. Yeah, let's bring in some random dudes.
I hope you guys have enjoyed a quiet 20 minutes with.
Every time
This
Josh
game was
does a
pretty
scouting
cool.
thing and it finds nothing,
kinda-
something it, like fuels me inside just to see Josh like
Yeah.
explore ways to get nothing. Yes.
Wow, that was all
Yes.
nothing. And we lost
Yes.
the dude because of a flood. Fuck.
And from the
Yes.
perspective of your people, it's like, okay, those guys over there, they have all this stuff, and they get to attack us whenever they want, and they have a falcon, and the falcon loves them, and our shit is flooding, and everywhere we go, we find nothing.
I'm just saying,
Damage
Fish
to
God's not doing great.
farms. This is all your
We
fault,
even named our
Rutskarn.
place Falcon Town, and we don't have the fucking falcon. This is bullshit. This has been a
So
complete
it's actually
debacle,
Hawk
start
City,
to finish.
Our Falcons
Horus
and
has
Hawks the same
forsaken us.
thing? Fuck. I guess it's time to start worshipping Seth.
Wait, okay. I know who you mean, but like, so not just some guy named Seth.
Yeah, it's Set.
We need a new deity. Seth, you're up. The Falcon's not working out, and the fish is not just. We're not having it, so we're gonna try you for a while. Does that mean I don't have to work the farm? No. Sorry, there's like 30 of us.
There's 42.
So
We get a statue of you. Well, it's not actually a statue. You just stand there for like 6 hours every evening, but it's very spiritual, I think you'll find.
Is that it?
so that's neat. I think that's it. was a good
Maybe
35
normal
minutes.
spoiler warning next week. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a
Yeah,
stream
it's
or
the
something.
holidays. We'll just serve you up whatever delights we are able to assemble on our notice.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.